Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. Getting in a 6.5 mile ruck this morning with my crew. You can see them up there. I'm falling back so I can make the video, but we do this often. That's enough for you to know. I would encourage your tribe, your crew, whatever you have, to be doing this kind of stuff on a regular basis, whether it's rucking, fishing, training, having a meal, sitting around a campfire. It's necessary. You need to be doing this as a group together. The men need to be having their time together. The women need to be having their time together. It's very necessary for the success of a group like this. It has to happen. You have to be able to build bonds and stuff. Yeah, I got a haircut. Actually, I just buzzed it off myself. Got tired of it. I need to build bonds, build trust when we someday have to truly put our lives in our crew's hand, our tribe's hands, that we're dependent on each other for survival. You need to have a very strong bond. And you're not going to get that from just occasionally talking about what's going on in the world today and maybe planning the next rifle range course. You need to spend time together where you're bonding. The reason why we need to do this should be obvious for most of you. But if that was true, I'd probably never make a video because it'd be obvious to everyone what we're supposed to be doing, right? Whew. Sorry, we're on the last leg of this, and we've been doing a lot of talking while we're walking, so I'm a little bit more winded than normal. But anyways, the reasons why are pretty obvious. If you haven't noticed, I made a video yesterday. I said war is upon us, and I think most people got that, understood it. There's a few people that probably thought I was, trying to fear porn and clickbait everybody, but I truly believe that we're not in a state of conventional war necessarily, but we're seeing it happen. I didn't copy this idea. But I watched a video this morning when I got up from Black Scout Survival talking about the same stuff. And I think it's always interesting how a lot of us guys, our minds are on track, very similar tracks, and we're tracking together and making content similar. But he was right, and I agree with him. Like I was saying last night, war's already here, folks. Have we watched China parachute into your school backyard or something like that, like Red Dawn? No, not yet. It may happen. But what is happening is we're being infiltrated just about everywhere. Our government has tons of sympathizers bought and paid for by multiple foreign entities. We have millions of people coming across the border. And if nothing else, they're draining us dry. But it's always possible that there's other things going on. I don't know if you've noticed, but there seems to be an uptick in factory and refinery explosions in this country. There was some kind of plastic factory or whatever went up in smoke. There's been 3 or 4 just in Arizona in the last week or two. Seems like a lot of activity going on. Crime rates skyrocketing. Economy is probably about ready to go under the toilet. It's already been there, but it's like flushed down. And then there's the cultural war that we're really in the midst of, trying to brainwash our children and rip apart our families. And then, of course, there's the spiritual war. And that's all encompassing. All of this other stuff is the physical manifestation of the spiritual warfare. We have to be ready for it. I was talking a lot yesterday in videos on how we need to be tough men, tough women, tougher than we've been the last few generations where we've gotten soft and laid back. We can't be that way anymore, folks. Hard times are coming, they're on us. It's only going to get worse. And weakness is not going to prevail like it has in the past couple of generations in this country. It's going to be a death sentence. You need to toughen it up. Push yourselves hard physically. Push yourselves hard mentally. And especially push yourselves hard spiritually. Because the things that we are going to face, I'd say all of us are not prepared really for that. I mean, we do the best we can, but it's going to be rough. And it's like most of the world now is out to get us. They're out to take us down. And especially those of you like myself that are believers, Bible believers, traditional, conservative, want to be left alone, want to raise our children properly. We're at the center of that target. You know, that we're the biggest threat. So you need to be preparing for that. It's serious stuff, folks. This isn't nothing to be playing around with. This isn't hobby time. This is getting your family, yourself, your family, and your tribe ready for the rough times ahead of us. If you watched the video I'm speaking of yesterday, there's the two-parter is what it is. You can go watch it on Locals if you want. I'm running that's the private membership if you don't know. Locals is a separate site than here on YouTube, and it's free speech, and it's content, extra content, exclusive personal content that I'm creating, my wife's creating, and we're putting on there. And it is a membership thing. But for now, I think it's the next 8 or 9 days or something, you can get a 1-year membership for $25. So if you go down, there's a link in the description below. Make sure you're using promo code 5OFFTPH, 5OFFTPH, and you can get a whole year subscription there for $25. Pretty good deal. We put out all kinds of stuff every day on it. But seriously, even if you don't do that, we're still friends. I still like you. We just got to get ready. Get out and do this kind of stuff. Go ruck with your friends. Go build bonds. Build trust in your group. This kind of stuff needs to be happening. We've got some hard times ahead of us, folks. You need to be getting your houses in order. Preparing yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.